Oh my god.
What?
How are you supposed to wear glasses when your hat's backwards?
Like a G?
Like a G.
That would be you, Kurt.
Well, I'm styling it backwards so I'll fit in.
My man. Oh, we all got it on. Damn. Okay. I see you, Kurt. I see you with it, dog.
Nice. What is up?
Nights.
What are you waving around? What is that?
It's a wand, brother. So keep it up and see what happens. This is where you're supposed to put up the balloons. Yeah, put the balloons up, Kurt.
Is that Harry
Expelliarmus.
Potter one? Are you
my
gonna do a
son's.
spell on this?
Yeah, dude, I just told you to put your hands up. Recently my son's been into the Harry Potter world. Go ahead. Sorry, chocolate for all. Go.
How old is he?
9.
Oh, our 9-year-old also just got into Harry Potter like in the past year.
Yeah. So we go to like Universal, so that's like his jam. So it's cool.
Do you guys go often over there?
Yeah, we got the passes.
Oh, that must be cool. My kids have been dying to go. I was like, maybe one of these times we'll make a trip down there to Florida.
Bring them down, bro. We'll get you some discounts.
Has Felicia talked? I don't know. I think she was talking about that. I was like, I don't know how that works. Like as far as like being able to get a discount, because you guys get a discount just for living there, no?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure you got other discounts, but yeah.
And we get them pretty cool because Kurt's wearing his hat backwards.
Surprise.
I love it. It's all about uniformity over here. God, makes you look like a badass, bro. Look like you're about to go sell some drugs.
Not the answer I was expecting.
Yeah, like he's like, oh shit, let's fix this.
Yep.
Now you just look like a narc, bro. Cut it out. Oh man.
You know, I just put out that video telling people to stay off drugs.
I was gonna say
you really did. It was. Well, here's the truth, guys. Truth bomb. Boom. Oh, that's good
What
stuff.
is up, everybody? Jason, Brian, Nasty, all the usuals. Mike B, Freon, Leon, Victor. We got a lot of guys in here. So what's up, everybody? I know we're late. We all just magically appeared now because a minute ago, we could not get a stable connection, but we're here now. We have storms coming through. I think it's gonna miss us this time. Hopefully, my power doesn't go out this time, but there's a lot of rain today, tomorrow. I think the weekend too.
Dude, we've been going through that for a month.
Still?
A month. We're getting like South Florida rainy everyday weather right now.
Dang.
Are you used to that, or is that just different?
Well, in the very hottest part of the summer, that becomes normal, but it ain't even summer until what, Saturday?
Yeah.
So this is a little bit abnormal for us.
Yeah. I'll say it's been a weird year for weather, especially here. A lot of storms.
Why? It's because of it's the way the government's controlling it, brother. Okay, they're out there controlling the.
They got that magic wand like you do.
Yeah, this will normally do it. This is not the. Damn it! I don't know what Harry or Voldemort had at the end. This isn't the Dumbledore's wand. I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
I don't watch Harry Potter. Like I said, my kids do. My girlfriend does. They're big on it. She has all the books, all that.
Yeah, I was a nerd. Like I was an undercover nerd when the books came out, like in the '90s. And
did you have to?
Like I didn't tell anybody. Oh, bro, nobody knew I read that shit. I wasn't telling nobody. I did that and like watch like Dragon Ball Z and shit. I was like, I kept that shit under wraps. Now it's cool. Like it's like, no, man, that stuff was old. You know what I mean?
Now it's cool. To be a nerd.
Yeah. I'm like, God. Well, there goes my opportunity.
After all these years, you just being in hiding.
Yeah, dude. No, I loved it. I was into it. Every time a book was released, got it, read it, boom. It was cool.
What's up,
There
Rubes?
he is. There's the man of the hour.
He's had some interesting videos lately. I need to catch up.
He puts out some bangers, bro. He puts out some good stuff. I missed your call, dude. I'm sorry. I did get your text. I haven't responded.
I'm just as bad about that too. I told you, because you're like, just call the guy. Like what I text you, and
Yeah.
I was like, how am I gonna explain a week later? Sorry, I missed your call.
Be like, oh shit, dude. My phone. be one of those, the normal line. Oh, just got a new phone, man. Who's this?
I've done that before. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time, like, yeah, new number, new phone.
New phone.
Like, you'll never.
It's not really an excuse anymore because everything gets immediately transferred.
Like, bro, the machine was down. What about the cloud? Yeah, I don't know, dude. It was a rainy day.
So how's everybody?
Now we can blame it on AI. She just didn't pass on the information. I didn't get the message.
Boom.
Oh, you guys want to plug in your AI?
I'm
going
gonna tell you, it has really been working out for me because all those nuisance calls I used to be getting, I'm not getting.
That was pretty the hat. That was pretty cool though. The message you shared.
Oh yeah, that was like that was. I wonder the reason I was asking about, or when you showed that message, Kirk, because did you get the email that their service was down and all that? Like Google or something was down or whatever, but Free to Grow sent out an email like, hey, something's down. I didn't read it, it just was the headline. And I didn't know if like during that time period when that guy called, if it was for whatever reason maybe down. Dude, yeah, you should play that. We'll just fast forward like this is all empty noise, nothing here, and then exactly what he said. Like, damn, okay. Now we know what the dispatch.
Hang on a second.
You didn't call him back? Yeah, hey, clip that, clip it.
I'm not watching. I didn't pay attention.
What'd you say, Kurt? He was a what?
He was a pain in the rear. He was trying to be a pain in the rear to somebody, but he got this artificial intelligence girl who was just being so polite to him.
Yeah. She was like,
I'm listening to it. I'm thinking, man, I would have cussed this guy out by now.
yeah. That's so funny.
When I play clips, can you guys hear the audio? Like when I do the screen share? I think you can, right?
All right, give it a shot.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Shout out to Free to Grow. Hey, if you guys, you got to put our numbers up there. I got a test number you can use. Kurt's is a real number.
I might have one at some point.
Yeah, so this will be fun.
To try and see if we can use it just for maybe this show or something.
That'd be cool.
Let me see if it works. Oh shit, I can't see it. Okay, hold on.
Thank you for calling Climate Control.
My name is
Natalie.
I can hear it.
How can I help you today?
So this is a call that Curtis got. There's going to be some pauses. I don't know what the guy heard because like he made it seem like he was talking this whole time.
And this is what we're hearing.
I just want to make sure I didn't lose you there. How can I assist you today?
Still emptiness. Nothing going on.
He might have been explaining. He might have been explaining everything.
Could have had it muted on his phone.
That too. That's what I thought.
Or like transferred to Bluetooth. She's about to come in again.
Hi there. Oh. Thank you for calling Climate Control.
Is this a scam?
Oh, I completely understand your concern. Let me assure you, this is not a scam. You've reached Climate Control, and we specialize in the repair, service, and installation of HVAC equipment. My goal is to assist you with whatever you need today. How can I help?
I've already told you what I needed.
I'm so sorry if I missed
that
earlier.
You just lost my business.
Yo.
Oh, sorry. Shit.
And that's it. You dumb bitch.
Started playing all my God. I keep hearing it in mine. Hold on.
We don't hear it here. You're good.
No, like I can't hear you guys. It was playing like the epidemic sound, whatever it's called. All the music
Oh
I
yeah,
downloaded.
yeah.
Anyway, that was interesting, but she handled it well.
I thought she handled it with class. I mean, better than I
Um,
would have.
I mean, that's the perks is they ain't got no emotion, bud. Now if they can
Once
build
it
up some
does,
frustration, yeah, I was gonna say once it can detect some frustration and get pissed off, then it might be a different story. Well, she was like, "Excuse me, motherfucker."
I know, right?
That
I
would have been
know.
funny.
I know. Have y'all noticed that sometimes now you can get more like a black girl's voice on Siri? We need to get one of them girls that are like, "Oh no, you didn't."
Yeah.
Oh my AI.
That'd be
Hey,
funny.
my kids, we have a what do you call it? Like one of those little Alexa things in the kitchen. All right, like I use it to play music. My kids figured out, how to trigger it and ask it questions, so that's all they do now. And they like
Yep.
to ask it for jokes or
Yep.
roast it or like make fun of it. And
Make a fart
sometimes,
noise.
yeah, sometimes it has some pretty like little
Clever.
quips, yeah, little
Yeah.
comebacks.
Hell. AI, that's the future, brother. That's what they told me.
So
Well, it's getting better. It's already since
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been using it, it's already getting better.
I've been playing
Yeah.
around with like because Jobber has one. I'm trying to use the CallRail one because CallRail is a sponsor of my channel, and they have one coming out next month that is an AI answering service. That's the one that I want to play around with and test it out, do test calls, maybe do it on this show or my other podcast, like just to mess with it, see what we can
Yeah.
get out of it, right? How good it handles something like what Kurt had to deal with there. But
Well, do
I
you
Yeah.
have somebody who answers the phone at your business?
it's like between me and my dad. Sometimes the guys also give out their number, and but we don't get a lot of calls. We get a lot of text messages, like
Me
as far
too.
as like dispatching. So does Free to Grow do anything for text, or is it just calls?
No. Well, it's just calls right now.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it could do text too. But it's your number routed, right? Like the number.
A landline forwarded to them. So I
Okay.
still get my text.
Okay.
Most of my calls come through text and email.
Yeah, because like we get a lot of requests or like come check this, come check that. It's usually just through text. I'm in the process and I'm trying to document a little bit of it, like through videos and stuff, of the transition process because it's technically all my dad's stuff that he set up. And now I got to like transfer. I'm changing the phone number. I'm changing like a lot of things. And I'm trying to use like automation and these like AI things to kind of help with that, right? So all our new customers now, like with the wraps, we're getting all the wraps done. My website's been updated with the new number. They're going to get the new number that sends them over to a voice assistant or AI assistant. But like they have all our numbers. Like they usually just text us for older customers.
Almost all my rental companies and apartment complexes just text me.
Yeah, that's the way it is now. With Jobber, they do handle text messages. So now that they have the AI receptionist, I'm trying to see how that works with it. You okay there, Jake?
I'm just texting my wife. My
Round
son's
him
such a pansy, bro. Like, anywho, fucking.
So I was, kind of going through that, the transition. We did, I don't know about you guys. We've been doing a lot of quotes, new systems and stuff like that. So today we're pulling out permits, that kind of stuff.
Oh, who needs a permit?
That's what they always tell me. Like, hey, can you do it? Can you do it on the weekend or whatever? I'm like, no.
We had we got one a big job. It's 6 10 tons and 1 5-ton rooftops. We gotta get all new curbs. And the guy was like, "Look, in a week I can get you 18 gauge steel curve, bada bing, bada boom, it won't pass code, or it's going to be 3 weeks lead time with I think he said it was 14. We're like, yeah, let's go with the 14, bro. Like, let's get what we
Yeah.
need.
It ain't gonna
Here's
pass
this-
code. No,
exactly, bro. I was like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I mean? You got these big ass fucking rooftop units, and yeah.
You gonna set it
Yeah,
on 18 gauge? That's almost like rain hood material.
bro, just collapse through and shit. That thing will fold, bro. But God, anyways,
But what's funny is I worked, in the morning, did my AC calls, took care of what I had to. I'm like, okay, let's go pull out a permit. My dad was gonna meet me there because we were usually he pays for it, and I'm the license holder. I have to go, and he had all the information as far as like the tonnage and what we're doing. And I was going, and I grabbed the wrong license because they have you need the physical one, right? Because they're like, we have one on file, but it's expired, so we haven't done an install in this city for a while now. I'm like, I know and I took the wrong one, right? And once my dad texted me that, he's like, they say they have it, but it's expired or whatever. My brain is so fried right now that I started rethinking, like, because I looked at mine, I'm like, oh shit, it is expired. And I was like, did I not pay my fee last year or whatever?
oh God, yeah.
And I got so confused because like when she said that, but I'm like, oh, they have a photocopy probably from the last time I went. So I had to come back home and look for it and dig through it. And I was like, okay, I found it. So I had it because I was like, I know I pay for it every year. Well, we go back and we're trying to pull out the permit. Everything's going smoothly until they pull up the building and their own permits. They haven't been up to date with their permits since 2020. So I can't even pull one out. So I got to go back to the customer and be like, hey, you got to take care of your shit first.
Damn.
She's like, oh, it could have been a COVID thing. I was like, I know, but it sucks. I got to come back.
Yeah. What a shit show.
We'll see how they take it.
Prices are starting to affect my customers. I gave an estimate on a compressor the other day. The lady didn't have the money, so she went to her bank to see if they would loan her the money for the compressor, and they denied it. So this woman has to go without air conditioning indefinitely.
So is that the price of the compressor itself? I haven't looked lately.
Well, it was a 410 compressor. I told her if I put 454, I'm probably going to have to put on a TXV. And I told her the 454 might be a little less stable. So we decided to stick with the 410 and just do the compressor. Damn. But still, replacing the refrigerant, doing a compressor, the dryers and suction filters, all that, the price is still right near $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And she can't afford it. And I felt really bad for her, but what do I do?
Go to 32, bro.
Well,
Switch
I
over.
quoted her 410. I quoted her 410. A 410 compressor.
Just they put in a 32 system.
It's going to cost more than $4,000.
Yeah, she can't even afford.
You don't have
compressor.
you don't have financing. Yeah, but you were gonna do. You said a 454 condenser and TXV.
Well, yeah, if we do R32, I still got to do a TXV, so it's still going to cost
right
$4,000.
Well, what did the 454 come out to though?
We decided not to quote it because she didn't want it.
Okay. Now I was just curious if you can get the condenser for roughly the same price of what the compressor is going to cost you.
Yeah, compressors are not cheap anymore.
No. I mean, we got a halfway decent quote on a 2-ton straight cool today. It was like $1,800, $1,900. It was $1,899. But it was a good one because the debacle I feel like we're facing with the 454. apartment style unit too. I'm very leery now, to be honest. I'm still gonna offer it, but Goodman about to take over Daikin and all that, bro. I think from the standpoint of what we're offering.
I might offer it as an option. I can't.
He said, "I can't do it." You gave it the college try, but yeah, shit is pricey at this point. I mean, I did quote out it was because I quoted out a leaking R22 system, and so we can top it off or put it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's to a point where I'm like shocked when I do get a good price on.
That's what I said. I was like, "Sheesh!" Or it's like not even like a good price. It's just better than what it's been. It's still like high from what we've seen.
From what it
you know
used
what I
to
mean?
be?
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's fucking great. You know what I mean? And then it's still like,
I have not expected any prices to come down.
No, and we'll
there's-
get into that right now. One man, what is up? When we're just
What's
This is
talking
the
up?
homie. Oh, we're always
That he's
talking
been
about him. He's out there just putting in that
pumping
work,
out. Yeah.
getting under crawl spaces. You know, he's a savage, bro.
Hard worker.
It's really hard for me to keep up with the people that I want to follow on YouTube because I'm working, and when I come home, y'all know the process. You got to download from your camera, edit, download it again on the same device, then upload, and you got to do all your thumbnails and the hashtags, and you're doing that on YouTube and Instagram and the TikTok.
That's why, that's why you're the HVAC guy. You got like 70,000+ subs.
Crushing it, by the way, man. That's you doubled
On
your sub
YouTube.
count. I'm just gonna say you doubled your sub counts that you've been on nights, brother. I'm not just saying it's a coincidence. I'm just saying.
We don't want to take credit, but we're just saying. We'll see when he gets up to that 100,000.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I don't understand why it's growing so much right now.
He's gonna up
In the last 20,
Yeah, right.
in the last
I can't.
in the last 28 days, I've gained 1,630 something subscribers in 28 days, and I don't know. I'm just doing my thing.
You right. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I had a really good fucking my past 28 is at I mean it's gonna go up tonight. I know that. It's 863. So
That's
it's like, where the fuck it all came from?
I was noticing where yours kind of jumped because I was like, oh crap, did you hit 12 yet, or you're 11 point?
Yeah, bro. We at 12.1, cuz.
All right, there you
I was
go.
like,
I just
all right,
saw
cool.
it at 11.9.
Yeah,
Dude, that last video you put out, I know you put a lot of effort into it. It looked good.
Hey, that one got traction, right?
that's the one that's getting all the. I mean, for me, it's a lot.
No.
It's 20,000 views in 4 days.
That's good. Isn't that the rude one?
Yeah. And then I did the crossover from Instagram to this. It's 28,000 on the short, and on Instagram, I think it's almost at like, I don't know, maybe almost 100,000.
Wow.
So
I hope they saw it.
Dude, that's what I said.
It's a subject people are interested in, and you presented it very well.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I did put a little bit of effort into that one. Very, what's the word I'm thinking of? It starts with an I, intentional with like my shots and stuff,
Yep.
Oh,
Sometimes
damn,
it's hard
bro.
to do that.
Replacing the compressor at the airport, 90K. Just another day at the job for Jason. over there.
Jason is out here just fucking, oh, bro.
Okay,
That's
that ain't the same kind of compressors we do.
It's not fair.
Yeah, the customer had to get and he said, and that's with the discount because they paying cash.
Dude, a compressor like that might have a screw in it. I mean, that's some big stuff.
Bro. What size? What size is that?
Dude,
I
let
do
us
not
know.
tell us.
One of my previous jobs, about a quarter of the time, I might get sent to something like that. and I didn't like working on equipment like that. I was more comfortable with the smaller stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is basically the same as far as refrigerant levels and evaporators and condensers, and it all works the same. It's just on a massive scale.
Yeah.
Like 200 tons?
No,
Damn.
I've never worked on a 200 ton.
We go. You know what? I'm gonna travel to Austin, bro, and I'm gonna work with. I don't know what the liability is gonna be for the company, but I gotta go. I gotta go to work with Jason one day, bro. I
Imagine
gotta
that.
the shit he be put. Like I watch his videos, but I'm just like, it's just hard for me to essentially just halfway comprehend, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because I've never been in that environment to be like, oh yeah, I've been doing. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? It'd be pretty dope, to be honest.
It'd be a learning experience.
And then Kurt, I'm gonna just come up there and we're gonna do a day. You know, we're gonna set that shit up too. And then Adrian, we're gonna come to Texas. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna go fishing.
Let's go. I can't fish, but
I can't either, but it ain't about catching the fish. It's about hanging out.
you right. You right. Did I send you the video of the dude drinking the Pepsi?
Yeah.
Yo.
That guy was a diehard, wasn't he?
He said, I don't give a shit.
It's
I'll
gonna
send it to
kill
you.
me. I don't care. They say smoking's gonna kill me. I'm gonna keep smoking.
It was funny. There was this dude drinking a Pepsi. He was like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep drinking them. I was like, it's Kurt.
Water, but I don't care. If it kills me, I'm still gonna drink it.
Yeah, them dudes be always saying the funniest stuff, man. Gosh.
Well,
What we got?
no.
Yeah.
Speaking of the A2O that we were talking about a minute ago, like the mess it's been. Like as I was waiting, for the permit lady, and me and my dad were talking, we were discussing the new system that we had to install. Right? He's like, because the customer buys their own equipment, and that's fine. They give us like so much work, and it was helpful or beneficial for us early on because that's a lot of money to get tied up when they have a lot of equipment to replace and all that. So it's whatever. It's fine. They buy their own equipment. I think they're going to buy a train because that's what it had before.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, well, talking with my dad, I think it's a 454B system regardless. And he's like, so it's propane? And like he started like asking about, what the refrigerant was. And I was like, no, dude. I was like, not whatsoever. I'm like, it's either 454 or R32. And then he goes on to tell me that it's because one of our guys was telling him all this because that's what the supply house was telling him. That all the new systems this year are flat, or I don't know if you use the word flammable, but like, they could blow up and like all this other crap, and like it's propane and butane and I don't know what. And I was like,
these classes scaring people to death.
I was getting upset as he told me. I was like, what are they doing to our guys? Like, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not what it is whatsoever. I told him the only thing is if it is 454B, like we wouldn't be able to get it right now because our supply house doesn't have it. I'd have to look for it. But yeah, like I was like, dude,
I got a joke I'll sell you.
It's still like 95% full.
Well, I just cracked it so I can see if I can set it on fire. That's all I've done with it.
Yeah, but man, I was like, that's from the supply house telling him that shit. And and I know the guy because my dad gave me the name and everything. I'm like, this guy is like a seasoned vet. What the hell is he doing out here? But yeah, we're gonna have a meeting. I gotta explain to everybody like what we're going to install, what we have to work on. Just kind of straighten it out, I guess.
Have y'all had to change? Now, this is the thing with me. I haven't changed any of my equipment for A2L. Nothing.
Hasn't everything like in the past like 5 years or so been A2L compatible, I guess?
I mean,
Bro, I don't see why realistically. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I mean, at the same time, yeah, no, I
You don't
haven't.
need
No.
to.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say though with all the oil differentiations and shit again, going back to that, but right now we're not out basically recovering this stuff and running it through our machines or anything like that. So I don't see what the need for it right now would be.
I mean, first of all, they want to give you an A2L vacuum pump. The part that's doing the vacuum ain't even connected to the motor anyway, so why do you need a different vacuum pump?
To go with your A2L wrenches, your A2L
Hoses.
analogs.
You're fucking-
A2L hoses.
you're-
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's like, okay. It is funny how they just kind of threw that on everything.
I don't
And
have
as Jason.
I don't have my AHR shirt because I have that A2L sticker
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
right. Yeah. It's certified.
That's all it is.
We certified.
That's all it is. It's just a sticker.
Like,
It's
I'd
a
love
sticker.
to see, because say that field piece pump, right? What up, Comfort? If they change anything, it looks exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? I
They
would
all
love to
do.
like break one down to see if, oh, well, there's a different internal mechanism that you can't see. You know what I mean? Like, crap.
I've heard of the differences and they're super minor. Like if there is any. Most of the
Like
time
the-
it's just rebranded.
The corded pumps just have a longer cord on them. I didn't see any difference.
Is that
Just put it
is that
further
the
away.
difference? Yeah. Safety
Yeah,
first.
instead of having like this little 3-foot cord on it, now it has to be like 6 feet.
You know, realistically though, your hoses are still the same freaking length. So you still could only
Yeah.
be able to get so far away anyways.
Yeah.
Oh man. So it's stupid.
HVACR daily with a question for Kurt. 454B system has been charged with 410A and it's acting weird. Those are the two that are the same, right? Like similar?
I would say they would be interchangeable. But
The oils should be the same. It's the R32 that has a slight difference in the oil.
Yeah.
I think.
If it's a dry 454 system, now that's what we got to know. If it's dry. Now, if you recovered it, this is what Ty was saying, right? And because you can't get the 410 or the 454, I think the difference we were talking though is where is this from? What we had a discussion on was the fractionating of the refrigerant, right? And what rate and differential is it changing at? And I don't know. That would be a tough one. But if it's dry, he told us that you could do it.
Well, I've heard the same. Yeah, like if you're putting it in its place, not like if it had a leak or something. But I don't know. It should be working. I think the TXV is the same and everything. Or do you have to change that?
So, I would like to try it, but I'm not going to do it without the customer knowing about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I was gonna say I would love to like test it, but I don't have one to test it on.
And do it with that compressor for that lady. Just do a condenser, ask for a dry one, and put 410 in.
It's already a 410 system.
I'm saying get a dry condenser and put 410 in it, like for her. Like you could. What was the price of the compressor?
I think it was like 1,300, 1,200.
And what the
That's my
compressor
price.
or no, of course. But the condenser's are probably what size is it?
That was a 3.5.
So what are you
And
thinking?
it's straight cool. It's straight cool.
Straight cool. So we're probably maybe looking at 15 to 18, right? Maybe
18 what?
100.
1,800 for the condenser.
For straight cool.
That sounds about right.
So I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking, right? Because obviously this could be cheaper for you labor wise if you can get a dry 454 condenser, charge it with 410, just to see. I'm just throwing it out there, just for the views, Kurt. Just for the views. You're welcome.
Here.
Million view video.
And it'll pay for itself.
Look, nobody's selling dry 454 units. They all
Yeah.
have
But
454 in them.
I know, but weren't they saying that that was what a lot of people were getting? I'm just saying if
I've never,
there's a
I've never
possibility.
seen one.
I'd be scared to take out the 454 and put in 410 just because that issue I had with that compressor. You know what I mean? If that shit does get stuck in there, stuck on, say, the scroll or anything like that, you know what I mean? And then you mix it and something, I don't know. I'm just
I
trying to
wouldn't
think
be
outside the box.
I wouldn't be too afraid of it because around here people have been mixing 407C with
Oh
R22
yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's a
that
more resilient. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That shit was.
But
This
usually
shit
when
ain't
you
built for it though.
obviously not. Um
Yeah.
no, but like you can tell when it's been mixed. Like that's when the systems are acting weird and all that.
Yeah,
Just like with you, Jake, with that 22 for that 410A1 that you
Hmm.
had the other company there and everything. Like
Hmm.
that's when
when
you
it's
know
mixed.
they yeah, that's when you know when it's screwed up.
Mhm.
Because I've had to learn that too. Like pressure seem okay, but it's not cooling, this and that. Recover it and put in like new refrigerant because more than likely it got mixed up somehow.
The correct term is virgin refrigerant.
I was gonna say it. Like I was like, what did he just say?
New refrigerant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Mike
That's what I do.
Mike agrees on the labels. Everything is brushless anyways.
Well, didn't they tested all this shit with 410 systems? You know,
Instant horsepower.
instant. That's awesome.
Well, why don't you tell us? We didn't talk about it last week, did we? About the compressor one, like all the issues you had with it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought we dived into it, but get it. I mean, so I think I've said since we've installed some of these 454 systems, I haven't liked the startup on them whatsoever. Like
Yeah,
they just sound like crap. Like again, I don't know if what's happening with that refrigerant as it's sitting there for whatever amount of time, and it starts and the compressors just growl like something fierce, and I'm like, ugh. But this one, new line set, we use the nitro, we use hot block, we disconnect the freaking valve, all that shit, right? Put it in, bad TXV, all right, replace it, runs for a couple hours, come back out, compressor's short at the ground. Um, we were having nights a couple months ago, and I was texting y'all like, brand new system. This is when I couldn't get to 454 that day. Brand new system. Thought it was just low on charge. TXV stuck. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You know what I mean? Same processes that we always take. Was able to get that one free by switching it back and forth. But yeah, I mean
were those
that's
like pumping down or something?
yeah,
Is that
straight
what the
down, bro.
issue
Like
was?
just yeah, like right away.
Because
I
Heat,
the
had a
other
bad,
good, running heat.
because the other
I
issue
had a
that
bad
Ty.
only. Excuse me, Adrian. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say real quick because Ty was saying that people were getting screwed over on the like the subcool and all that because it needs like a day to settle or something,
He like hours until it's
or
like
hours.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Kurt, you weren't here.
Kurt,
It's
you weren't here. You decided you
that
didn't want to
I
hang out that day.
I got completely mistaken because there was a hammer in his place. But yeah,
Oh
um,
yeah. Go listen to
Oh,
that
yeah.
episode, Kurt. It was a great episode.
no. What Ty was saying is like if you install a 454B unit
You son of a.
and they started up and everything that the subcoolants or maybe the superheat too is not going to give you the proper reading. It needs to sit for a couple hours or run for a couple hours, and sometimes they have to go back the next day to check all that stuff because it doesn't. What was he saying? Like it separates in shipping and all that.
Yeah, that's what
The
he was saying. That was my concern with that compressor. Is if like what parts of it did that? You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's smart. I again, I know how to get from point
like
A
it
to
has
point B
to.
on this shit.
It has
Like,
to. You
but
have to let it run so that it can mix back together. Basically,
yeah,
I got to do a repair tomorrow where I got to recover all the refrigerant, fix a leak, and put it back in on a flare. The leak's on a flare joint.
On that steel line set again.
Oh,
This is one of those Reflexes I installed probably about 8 months ago, so I have to basically do this for free.
Okay. Yeah. That sucks.
But my schedule right now, that's all I got to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna take my time and just.
Is there going to be a video on it, Kurt?
I've already got half of it filmed. I got the diagnosis filmed.
Look at you. You crazy son of a bitch. Everybody think you go do that all in one day.
That rarely happens.
Oh, is this the one that you said? Was this the one you just did with the bubbles?
No.
Or-
I did that one today.
Okay. Yeah, so I saw that one, I suppose. Oh, all right. Yeah, that sucks though. It is a lot of people were like with the video, like they my suppliers are really good, dude. That's why we keep messing with them. You know what I mean? They take care of us. Like I said, I went in there and they're already filling out the warranty sheet so we can get paid from Rude for the labor to do this. You know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to not get that type of service elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, well, we gave you a new condenser, and that's what they did. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
still takes time to
My
do
Rude
that.
supplier is the same way. I don't even have to fill out anything. They just do it for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I walk in, they already got it done. I'm like, shit, say less.
I mean, the supplier I've got, my Rude supplier, gives me the same rates that they give their big companies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been loyal to them, they've been loyal to me, and I hate to jeopardize that thinking about Goodwin, but
Yes, that's where I'm at too, bro. Like, we'll still. I don't change out enough systems for it to, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, I got to count how many we've done. Usually it's like 40 in a year, maybe. You know what I mean? It's not like these other people that are doing so many. But when you have one go wrong out of that many, or within that many, it's concerning.
yeah.
So
I got
And that's
one I'm doing
unfortunate.
the 454 system.
Yeah.
Been sitting
Yeah,
in my shop for a week now.
Oh well.
We
Just
don't-
fraction sitting there fractionating, and I need to get this thing installed.
Well, hopefully it goes smoothly.
It will.
But that's why I go to mine because of the way they treat us and make sure that they take care of us if anything goes wrong. It's just when they get new guys that give me a hard time in the front,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I
Bro.
bought it from you guys, and it when I had a compressor go out. I had something else recently, and they're giving me a hard time. I'm like, all right, cut the crap. Where is so and so? I go to the
Yeah,
back, pull them out, fix this right now.
Yeah. Dude, that's so funny. Do you guys watch the guy, Joe Gotti? He usually does this like 5 on the diesel, $20 scratcher. You ever seen this guy?
I don't think so.
Okay, fucking hilarious. It's always gas station stuff. He makes fun of like blue collar guys. Anyways, he does one just like that. He's like, well, who are you, bud? He walks in, it's a new cashier and shit. They're like, he's getting like a cup of coffee. He's
Oh, it
like,
sounds
whoa,
familiar.
whoa. Yeah, I've been coming here for the past 23 years. And I ain't never been charged a cup of coffee. Like same thing as, well, you need to go tell Steve. Does he not know who I am? You know what I mean? It's really good stuff. He does a good it's just shit we see too going in, supply houses. You see the old guys going there and them chopping it up with the counter guys.
Well, that coil I was waiting on,
Did you finally get it?
it came in, but I told them to keep it.
Oh shit.
Just
Oh,
randomly
man.
showed up. Huh?
Was it a special order, and did you have to pay for it?
I'm not. When they pull that on me, I don't pay for shit. Like, if they make me wait, if they mess up an order, I just tell them to keep it. They don't give me any trouble for it. But it was a Daikin, so I did end up going back, and I did find a couple of more leaks. Like the first time I went, I couldn't pick up anything, and then when I went back, I think it got worse. So it finally showed itself. I soldered it. I was in a hurry though. I soldered it, put it back together, and it's been working since. I told the guy, I think I patched my leak. I'm not gonna need that damn coil. I mean, it took 2 months or so.
Yeah.
Dude,
And like
I'm
what?
gonna tell you,
What can I do? Like the customer can't be without cooling.
my rude supplier, they're so good. I called about like a 20-year-old air conditioner. They told me they wanted to fix it and had a leaking evaporator coil. No longer available. No model and serial number. I can't get a coil for this thing anywhere. This lady that works over at my supplier, I was able to describe the piece of equipment.
Oh, this lady's a G, bro. You need to get her. You need to do a freaking interview or something because I've sent you some
I was
information.
I was
It's
able to
Kurt's
just
person,
visually
right?
describe it. I gave her the numbers off the compressor, visually describe it, and she was able to find the coil, order it. They had to special make it. They had to
Damn,
special
Oh.
make this coil.
that's
They
awesome.
sent it. They sent it in the mail, and in the meantime, my customer replaced the air conditioner. So I got this special order coil coming
Oh,
up. So I have this like
damn.
$1,500 coil showing up, and I had to call him and say he just canceled. And guess what? They didn't charge me a penny.
Let's- Who's
There
your supply
you
house,
go.
Kurt? Who is your supplier?
Engineering and equipment.
Shout out to engineering and equipment. And
So that's where
that
this lady works.
Yes, I'm telling you, she's the heartbeat of that place. She
I might-
knows everything about that stuff.
I might need to see if she would want to do like an interview type deal.
Yeah, dude, you should. Because I'll tell you what. I mean, how many times have I texted you over something, Kurt? And I'm like, bro, can you get this? And he's like, 1 minute, and like, fucking, he'll text me back in 5 minutes, and
Hey, if she can
everything
do
I
some,
need, bro.
if she can do some
Half the
commercial
time, she
stuff,
don't
I'll
even
send some
need to
stuff
look
over.
at it.
What are you doing, bud? Go. What are you doing? Jeez.
She don't even need to look it up in the computer half the time. She just knows it.
That's crazy.
Love
That
it, bud.
is commitment right there.
I know it.
Yeah,
I mean,
seriously.
it's worth sticking around with that company just because she's there.
Exactly. Yep. We got a guy like that. Like most of the guys at the counter where I'm at, dude, they've been there for so long, and they're like same thing. Or
We have
they're
one
just really
guy.
good.
We have one guy like that.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I love it.
Like he's the
That's
guy, and I
cool.
mentioned him before. I could be telling one of the new guys something, and if he overhears, he's like, "Oh, it's this part number or whatever."
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
love that.
I'm like,
shit.
thank you. Trying to explain to this
Oh.
guy for the past like I don't know how long, and he walks
Yeah.
by, and it's like, "Oh, it's this," and he's
Yeah,
the guy
you're
that
just like-
everybody will go like, "Hey, do you know where this
Straight
is?"
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so much to a point where my dad only like we would talk to this other guy who's really good too, but this guy, like my dad goes in there, his name is Steve. Where's Steve? Right?
Yeah.
And if I have anything, come up, he's like, make sure you talk to Steve. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I
Don't
know.
nobody else. Like chill, pops. I got you. Oh,
Dude,
Unless
I'm
he's
gonna
off,
tell you,
then we're screwed.
I was so impressed with her when I was trying to grow the company and adding employees. I needed a dispatcher or somebody to answer the phone. I tried to hire her, and she just looked at me and said, "Curtis, you can't afford me."
Oh
I
damn.
was gonna say you try to poach her out of there, and I'm sure she's paid pretty well.
I hope she is because she's a great benefit to that company.
And that's why we choose the distributors and our suppliers that we do. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? It's so funny. And I think we talk about this often. Like, it's like we try to sell ourselves to the customer. I mean, same, I guess commercial's probably the same way, right? Residentially is we're trying to sell us as a business, our persons and what we do. And if our price is higher, it's going to be higher because we have to do it that way. It's the same thing at our suppliers. Like, there was about $1,000 difference between that system I got quoted for. I was telling you guys about between our supplier and Goodman. It's like, I know though at the same time, if something fails or goes wrong, I'm gonna instantly get
you
it
had
resolved
gone
and fixed.
somewhere else cheaper because it was cheaper, and then something
Yeah.
happens, are they going to take care of you because you're
Right.
you're not in
Nah.
with them?
Yeah. Or you're just waiting in that chain of command, like, oh, I gotta send this to this guy, then that guy, and this
Yeah.
guy, and then he's got to approve it. You know.
That's why I hate some of the big supply houses here. Like Johnstone, I know is pretty big, but like the people there have always taken care of us. Like
Hell
and my
yeah.
dad sometimes too. He's like, "Are you sure you can return that?" I was like, "I'll just take it." And they always like they never like for anything, even if it's like out of warranty, they'll let me swap it out or do something to help me out because we've been going
Yeah.
there basically the entire time we've been open.
That's good.
Or they'll take
We
one off
got-
the shelf if it's like something defective. Like, I'll just take that one. Like, we'll
yeah,
submit
dude.
it. Yeah.
I got 2 good spots I go to at Dyken, like when they were Goodman, and like those two, like those are really good that we deal with because we're in like it's like in a smaller spot. It's not in the crowded areas, and like he'll do the same shit. He'll write up a warranty on even if it's a tool of mine out of nowhere. It's like it's probably out of warranty. He'll find and he'll do it. My boy, shout out to Tony, bro. He's a real one. Like without, yeah. And then Wendell, love my boy Wendell.
my client shit there, and they're like, I'm like, I don't know where I bought it. Don't worry about it. And they swap it out.
Yep. That's so cool,
Dude. They didn't do this for me, but this same company,
and
another contractor bought a piece of equipment and had a faulty board from the start. He calls up that same day. They couldn't get the board, so they go get a new piece of equipment off the shelf and take the board out of it. And give it.
Yeah, they've done that for me. That's
I love
good,
that type of yeah. And that is about building relationships too, I would assume. You know what I mean? Or if you spend enough money. You know, because I know we ain't spending that much money, you know, like some of these other cats, but yeah, to me, it's emergencies. Yeah.
Get it cooling and then go back. I do that too.
Definitely.
I'm very adamant that I don't want to work late, preferably not every weekend either. So if it can wait, it can wait.
Yeah. Concur. Kurt been working late.
Just a little bit, Randy.
Yeah, Randy, we about to close out, big dog.
Oh,
thanks for
real
coming.
quick. Happy early birthday to
Yo.
Jason. Make sure you do take a day off, man.
Where are you going, Jason? Huh? You'll go get some barbecue? What's the plan?
Where are we going?
Yeah, right. I'll meet you there.
I really want to go to United. United Refrigeration?
Who said that? What happened?
Jason. I think we have one. I just never been to it. We have a Ferguson. I need to try those because I've been to others and I hate the other ones.
The Ferguson I dealt with when I was in Maryland was them, and Ari Michaels was really. I mean, again, those were guys that were there forever. They knew their shit, and my dad would go there, and you know, it was like a hangout almost. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm going to tell you a story about this same place. They also do plumbing stuff.
I'm so confused. Well, hold on.
Oh, I
Did he
thought he
just-
said it. I read it wrong too. 4 days before his wife.
Oh,
So they
I
take a
thought
little.
okay.
Yeah, I know. I quickly read it. So they take a little
Okay.
mini vacation for their birthdays.
Okay. Hell yeah. Well, we'll wait till
What's the
October.
plan?
Yeah, right. You better plan it now. Go ahead, Kurt.
The same place, engineering equipment, they also do plumbing.
Oh yeah.
And I have to go over to the plumbing side sometimes, and they have a girl working on the counter, a young girl.
Like on the
She knows
counter.
her stuff. She knows her stuff. She's really good, but I swear it's really hard to ask for a 3-inch nipple from her.
Oh, you're so stupid. Like this is
Well,
this is
first
getting
of
real
all-
awkward.
Well, first of all, you said she worked on the counter, so I got a whole other picture of that.
Oh Jesus. You guys.
I swear, I try not to. I just say it and I walk away and don't say nothing. Don't make any.
Can I get a
faces.
3-inch extension, please?
I swear, I'm thinking to myself, she's going to say something smart to me. She's going to say it. She's going to say it,
Yeah.
but she don't.
As always, professional. Always keep it
Yeah,
professional.
What's up, Dylan?
Shortness.
But yeah,
Man.
good supply house is well, no, good
Key.
counter people are hard to come by.
Yes. Yeah. Steve made a very solid point there. You know.
What was I gonna say? Because I thought you were gonna say something. I do have to be
I was
careful
gonna
what
just
I do have to be careful what I say because the counter guys have seen my channel. So
shout out to your counter guys. Shout out to the boys over there in Amarillo, Texas, bro.
the hell are you talking about?
What the? I don't know. It's George Strait. Oh man.
Anything else?
No. What are y'all doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow? I've been
I
working
got a
indoors
call.
lately.
Oh, doing what?
Refrigeration.
I have
Well, I'll get into
system
it in a minute.
system was hit by lightning, no longer working, and had an issue with a carrier board. I bypassed it, but now the system just isn't cooling, and he heard a loud hissing. So it was working for about 2 weeks after I bypassed the board. Yeah, that's what I got.
I don't want to hear anything about boards right now because I have that one that I've had issues with. I actually had a buddy of mine. So I was trying to explain this to my girlfriend, a couple of people. Family and friends, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't like to do it too much. Like if they need help, okay, cool.
Mhm.
I just feel like it's always bad luck when I try to do that. So I always have something always happens. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not too keen on doing like family and friends AC and all that.
Well, AC. I thought you used to hiring them.
No. I mean like actually like work. Because I had a buddy of mine that called in for some coolers. He wanted an oven fixed. We go. My dad had a little bit of issues with getting the valve off, but I told him it's a gas valve. I told him I'm gonna get you some pipe vise stuff because we're there trying to get these fittings off. And I don't know what he called it, but like it's similar to like the blue stuff that we've seen, like the
Pipe
it's not-
dope?
but the sealant one,
Teflon?
leak seal, maybe no,
Leak lock?
Teflon? Seal
leak
tight?
lock. Have you guys?
Leak lock.
On it?
No, but it was like a white one, but like it hardened and it was a pain in the ass to get them off. So we just got some new fittings. I'm like, I'm gonna get you some pipe vise,
Pipe dope. Yeah, that's it.
pipe vise tools so we can do that a little bit easier.
You gonna reach out to him?
I already did.
Nice.
So I told him like he had issues with that, and then they're like, oh, by the way, we got a cooler, come check it. I had issues with that crap too. I'm like, dude, I hate doing family and friends because it's always like it works and then it's like, oh, it's not working, or this happened or that happened. I'm like, oh. So I'm very like I don't know, I don't like to do it.
Well, I was ready to tell you to don't hire friends because it'll ruin your friendship.
You wanna know something funny about that? I don't know if I talked about it here last. I talked about it on my podcast, but I was supposed to go to the trade school that I went to, the community college, with my best friend. He found the program. He wanted to work for my dad. He was like another son to my dad. Like we grew up together, played sports, together all our life, hanging out at each other's houses. I knew his family. He knew mine. So he's like, oh yeah, like he wants to work for us. Found that program. We went and signed up for it and everything. And then my dad co-signs for like some sort of bike, like not a motorcycle, but like a sports bike.
Mm-hmm.
Super expensive. The guy didn't pay it, stopped answering phone calls, ran off, and ruined my dad's credit right when he had started his business. I still went to school, got my degree and everything, but yeah. So
where's this guy at now?
Funny enough, I saw him not that long, or not saw him, but he is marrying like one of my girlfriend's old friends. So seen him
Anyways,
around.
let's talk about this fucking loan, bro.
Well, my
Yeah.
dad had to get his credit repaired, whatever you call it, all that, and that was right when he had started. And my mom like chewed him out for it, and
What a turd, bro.
it was a rough time. But yeah, like
Just young
after
and
that,
dumb.
I've had some other instances where I kind of know to stay away from that because a lot of friends that I had just turn out to be, bad people. They're not the same. You grow up, everybody's different.
Well, I think people need to grow up, and it takes some people longer than others.
Definitely. I learned that
I
one.
still haven't grown up, okay? So you know
I
what? you watch your mouth.
I mean, it took me a long time, and I had to go through some real crap to get there, but I grew up eventually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So she knows who I'm talking about. She's in the chat.
Yeah, he's a total ass. No, you can say it. You got to start cussing. We only cuss around here.
She's a teacher.
Well,
watch.
they ain't watching. Yeah.
Shorty HVAC. I signed up for trade school with one of my good friends. When the class came around, they changed their mind, but now we're here. Same thing with me. Like he ditched us like in the worst possible way, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm still gonna go to the school."
And it's fucking worked out, man. So
Who was
that's
today?
awesome.
Xavier, Malcolm. I just made a good video for people graduating from
That's
school.
That's X, bro.
Don't do drugs.
That was the biggest takeaway.
I had a
Stay
an
away from the
idea.
guys that are up to no good, because I'm gonna tell you,
That's a good point.
in this trade, most of the people working are up to no good. I hate to say it.
That's
It's
a
the
good
honest
point.
truth.
Because I've said something similar, but you summarized it really, really well. Because it's when you go to work somewhere, you have guys with bad habits, whether it's like you said, like drugs or just the work that they do. They might not care about what they do. They might just want to clock out, this and that. But you want to get better, or you want to learn as fast as you can. Like you got to do everything that you can or you can control to not pick up like the bad habits or any of the bad
Please.
stuff,
Look, I'm no genius at this. One of the main reasons I've been successful is because I didn't hang around those guys that were talking that crap and smoking that stuff and sucking on those sweet gummies and stuff like that. I didn't hang around with them.
Jake's like, really? You weren't? You gotta
Judging
have
by
like
the way he was wearing his hat backwards earlier, I'd beg to differ, brother. There he is. Fucking Kurtz.
you gotta
that look like the guy that's up to no good right there.
You really gotta mind your business, because like when I was working with those guys, you can't tell them anything because they've been there longer, so you let them do what they're gonna do. But when you get your own call or your own time to do stuff, then do it your way, the right way. And that's how I've always looked at it. Like I was like, when I get my own calls, I'm going to do it the way, like I know how to do it, or that I was taught, right?
It's just, I'm going to tell you from somebody who's had employees.
There's a lot of dumb people when you like at some of these companies. That's why.
It's like this, some of them are using, and that's just part of the industry. You have to deal with it.
Yeah.
If HVAC fired all the people that could fail a piss test, nobody would be out there working.
Not only that, like they're in the wrong crowd. They're fooling around in many different ways. I've always just had like, what do you call those? Like blinders on. Like, hey, I'm just here to do work. I'm not, interested in engaging with any, weird behavior. And you, like I said, mind your business.
Just mind your business. Just mind your. You need to clip that.
Oh,
and
she made a good
Oh.
point. There's a thing like, are we dating the same guy? Like communities or Facebook groups or whatever. And that guy came out in it.
Oh, what?
It's like we're different people. Like, are you dating this person? Oh, yes, I am. Like, oh, and they start talking.
Oh,
It's a whole
geez.
thing.
It's a whole thing. Need to never mind. I forget what I was gonna say, bud.
My first year in the trade was learning what not to do and how not to handle situations.
Boom.
I think my first year in the trade, I was doing duct work.
Mm-hmm. That's what I
I
did
was
for
a,
my majority of my time. Yeah.
I was a duct helper, and
Mm-hmm.
that sucks.
Yeah.
You do a lot of dumb
Ooh.
things when you're young.
That's
Oh,
You
true.
okay?
I'm
Nah,
a
dude, it's got this
testament to that.
weird pain. Might die on live TV. Sorry. No, dude, it just came across my eyes and shit. God, I sound like such a bitch. Yeah, you are a good testament of it, Kurt. You got a great story, bro. And to see you on the other side is awesome.
Maybe one day I'll share the whole story, but
We're looking forward to the book.
Yeah, that's right. Is that in the book?
it's a tell all if I ever get it done.
Let's go.
That's what we need.
Yeah, I think.
You can do it much later. Like, your
After
whole
I
life.
retire, I don't have time.
Yeah, your whole life story. Up like well, I don't know. A lot of people ask about like getting into the business, doing your own thing. Like, it'd be interesting.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. If people knew my story, they would not believe it.
Mind blown.
Yeah, straight up.
You that was my point last time, was like, you don't know anything through a lens, right? You don't know these people. Like, you don't know what somebody has gone through to get where they're at, and it's usually not by accident. There was a lot of struggles or like overcoming some shit. So everybody has something. Please make it an audiobook, says Shorty.
And you read it.
Oh yeah, narrate your own
Yeah,
book.
yeah. That'd be sick.
I'd have to do it in my southern accent.
You darn right. It would be the best way.
Mike makes a good point. Every chapter could be like a different job that he had.
I mean,
Man, oh
some
man.
some of my past is so drastically different from what y'all know of me. It's like a different life. It's like I don't even
Yep.
recognize who I used to be when I was young.
Yeah.
We've all
It's cool.
everybody has stuff outside of what you see, or HVAC. Everybody's just agreeing that they were like bad when they were younger in the chat. Anything else, guys? I don't want to drag it out too much.
Great show. Glad we all got on in time and the internet worked out well.
No
Oh,
power
yeah.
outage. Power didn't go out this time. I'm glad.
Shit.
All right, guys. The other way.
Damn it, wrong way.
All right, we're gonna
You gotta let me know next time. All right,
We're gonna close
later,
it
y'all.
out. Someone's asking if Kurt is Hispanic. He knows Spanish. That's about it. If you guys,
I am an honorary Hispanic. I'm an
There you
honorary
go.
Mexican.
there you go. Oh wait, real quick, Jason.
See,
Drug addict at 14 years old. Did a lot of dumb shit for many years. Thankfully cleaned up. Well, we're
let's go, bro.
happy to have you here now, Jason. One of the smartest guys that I know, and always a good time talking.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, Dylan. Just want to get that last one in here.
he's a
Appreciate
legend.
everybody coming in, chatting with us, and we'll see you guys
Shout
next
out.
time.
Appreciate y'all. Be safe out there. Happy Friday. Later.